Hi, this is Waveney from the People's Brand. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. So, over the weekend, we hosted our St. Kitts Music Festival. It was great downtime for me. Had lots of fun, had great opportunity to connect with persons I hadn't seen in a while. Rest in relaxation and fun. It's also important. And so in my interactions, I observed and I was told about certain instances where service providers treated customers differently. So there are some people who, based on who a customer is, who they may perceive them to be, maybe how they dress, if they look really, like they can be somebody important, they'll give them great customer service. Whereas if somebody is just a regular looking person, they don't treat them with the same level. As a matter of fact, they may get poor customer service. And it has happened to me. I'm sure it has happened to some of you who are listening. And I just want to say that it needs to stop. Most people, firstly, if you're serving somebody, then they should be your focal point. You should give it 100%. Your customer service, your service delivery, your interaction should not be poor. It should be 100% all the time. And I always tell people, my background is hospitality, and I always tell people, listen, hospitality takes, it's a different level, because you have to take your whole self with you to work. And by that, it's not just the physical, it's the emotional aspect. Because yes, life happens, things happen to us, we have stuff going on in our lives, but the customer must not be at a disadvantage. They shouldn't feel that, they shouldn't see that, because you know customers themselves, they have stuff going on with them. I have stuff going on with me, and sometimes I am at the supermarket, and my interaction with that cashier, with that person who's bagging my groceries, is really great, and it sort of makes my day, right? But back to my point, service providers, people who are in service industry, if you're serving a customer, it shouldn't matter how they look, who you think they are, who you think they might be. None of that matters. The fact is, this is a customer. You're here to serve, and you do it with the best of your ability. And a lot of the times, people who are wealthy, they don't want to be visible. They don't want to draw attention to them. They're comfortable in their success, they're comfortable in their wealth, and so they don't need to flaunt it. And so somebody he can look very ordinary, and they could be somebody very important and extremely wealthy. And people need to be mindful of this, because this could be your next opportunity. Like, you never know who you're serving, you never know who are they connected with. Lots of the times I have interactions with persons, and some of them are really great and some of them are not so great, and I usually smile, because I'm like, this person they just don't know. They don't know. I might know their boss. They don't know. Like, you just never know. And so this has to stop. I mean, we have to stop treating people based on looks or based on our feelings. If we feel great today, then we'll treat them great. If we don't, I mean, that's inconsistent and it's really poor. And if somebody's doing that, then they don't belong in the service industry. I'm sorry, they just don't. You have to bring your whole self to work. You have to bring your whole self to work. And customer service wins all the time. Somebody could have the best, the most expensive, whatever it is, product or whatever they're offering. But if the customer service, if the people who are working on the front line dealing with the customers don't deliver, if they don't focus on the customer, laser like focus on the customer, then somebody else is going to snatch those customers. And we live in a society where lots of the times people don't, customers, when they're dissatisfied, they just don't even say anything. They're like, I'm not going back. So we have to be mindful of that. So success, takeaways, success and wealth don't always dress like you think it dresses. It isn't bling bling and all the time fancy. Sorry about that. It isn't bling bling and all the time fancy. Lots of the time it's plain. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at him. Look at how he dresses. Just a jean and a black shirt, or you know. And who would think? I mean, he can dress in whatever he wants, right? But he doesn't. So success all doesn't always look like bling, right? And if you're in the customer service industry, just give it 100%. You just never know whose life you might touch. You don't know what that customer went through that day, and you just offering a smile or a compliment would just add to that day, right? So thank you once more for listening. Have an excellent day. And whatever, even if it's internal customers, give them great service. If it's external customers, same level of service. And keep shining. Thank you.